Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and I am so happy to have you here today. I'm going to be sharing what I have in all of our pantries. I have this pantry that we store food out in the garage, and then I also have another area in our garage that we like to store food. So I'm going to share all of that in today's video. I also am going to be swapping some stuff around in our cabinets today, so I will share that with you later on in today's video. But I am going to be teaming up with another lady today on today's video, and we both are going to share everything that we store for our food items and the things that we have on our shelves for our family. So stick around, and that is going to happen in today's video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Stephanie if you're new here. So today's video I get to do a collaboration with Jess over on Silo and Sage. If you guys go check out her channel, she's also going to be sharing her pantry with you guys. She also is homeschool mom of 5 boys. So she's got a lot of boys over in her house, and she also stores a lot of food too. So she does a lot of canning on her channel, and she shares a lot of that with her followers over there. She is a more seasoned canner than I am. I just started about a year or two ago with canning, so I only have a little bit of that on our shelf, but we do more prepping and food storage on our channel. We try to store for long term, so we have a lot of food that we keep on hand for prepping and just for preparing. So a lot of the stuff that I share with you guys on my channel is mainly for us to have and to store long term if we can. So a lot of times we take from this pantry and we use it on a daily. We try not to, but that is some of the food that we have in here. So originally when we had this pantry, sorry about the lighting in here, we have lights that go on and off in here, and sometimes you're just gonna get bright me and not so bright me in here. So but initially what this pantry was used for is just emergency food stuff. So when I came in here and started organizing it for my videos, I kind of took over a little bit and made it a little bit more organized and more functional for us to have for food storage. But eventually, if we can, we have goals ahead that possibly we want to do something, and if that ever comes up, I will share that with you guys in a future video. So maybe another year or so, I'm not quite sure, and that one will be more of our long-term food storage. But for right now, we have this area out in our garage that we store a lot of our food in. So we have a lot of stuff that we store in here. Our main goal eventually is to have a bigger area. We are just using shelves that we had on hand to start out with prepping and having food storage. So with the shelving that we have right now, they're pretty narrow, so we only can get so much on these shelves. And this area was mainly just for emergency food, and like I said, I kind of took over. So eventually this might get changed, I'm not quite sure yet. And then we have another area out in our garage that we store all of our canned goods and then all of my canning stuff. We also do a lot of dry canning here. So we started out doing dry canning where we mainly stored a lot of rice and sugar and flour and some like cornmeal, oatmeal, and a lot of that we started doing originally. And then I had a viewer suggest that we do food buckets, so we switched over to food buckets. I do have a couple jars that I have for our dry stuff, like our sugars and our flour and stuff. I store brown sugar, powdered sugar, and all of that is in my other pantry. So I'm going to go over that in a little while. I'll go over this pantry. I have all my stuff on the ground here from our grocery haul that I just did. If you guys missed that video, I have, huge once a month grocery haul for November. So you guys can check out all the stuff that I got on that grocery haul. I usually like to do restock on our pantry once a month, just because all the things that we like to still put in our pantries, or like update some of the stuff that we took out. I like to come back in here and put it back in. So I'm going to share that. I also am going to share what I switched over in our cabinets in the house. So some of the stuff that I was using for a bread cabinet originally was our spice cabinet, and we moved our bread over into that cabinet just so we had one cabinet just for bread. And our bread started getting it was right next to our stove, so our bread was starting to get bad really quick. So we switched out our cabinets a little bit, and I organized things a little bit, and I'm going to share that in another clip in today's video. If you guys are interested, go over to Jess's channel and go see some of the stuff that she does over there for food storage. I'm not sure if she does a lot of food prepping, but I know she has a lot of canning and stuff that she likes to keep on hand so that she has healthy meals and stuff for her family. Also has a lot of homeschool stuff on her channel, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff too, go check that out. She shares some of her grocery stuff that she gets and all of that on her channel, so go check out all the things that Jess has on her channel. All right, on this side area over here we have canned beef, canned what else do we have? Some roast beef, we have tuna, we have our honey and stuff over there, our spaghetti sauce, and some soup, and we have the beef stew and stuff over there. We also do pizza sauce that's down there, and more spaghetti sauce. We have our sloppy joe mix, our beans that we store in here. We have our mayo, and then we do canned chicken. We have SpaghettiOs. Our tomato soup is over there, and then all our containers of syrup. We have sauerkraut, wheat germ, all of our condiments and stuff are on this shelving. And then we have our salt and pepper and stuff off to the side. We have our barbecue over there, and then all of our other stuff right there. And then our baking soda right there. We have some gravy. I have some canning stuff, which this needs to be put away. We also have a food grade bucket for all of my canning seasonings. We have all my lids and stuff right there, my water bath canner, my electric canner stays in the house, and then all our food grade buckets full of all different things. So we have powdered milk, we have oatmeal or cornmeal, ramens, and I know Lauren stores some of his coffee out here too, and we have our sugar and flour and stuff over here. This stuff, like I said, has to go back on the shelf because that's stuff that I got from my grocery haul. Okay, so I just put up all our ketchup. I didn't get any more soy sauce, but maybe next time I can get another container. So we have all our dressings. I did put more mustard up there, and I did more gravy. Usually I don't do the jar gravies, but I needed it for one of the recipes that I need to do, so that's just going to be easier for me. And I have all our barbecue sauce right there, salt and pepper. I need to get more pepper, and then just our other sauces that we like to have on hand. I do have more cooking spray in the house, and then our olive oil. We also have other stuff up here, so our dish soap, vinegar, Crisco, and some other stuff that we like to have on hand, like matches, candles, and then all our first aid stuff. We also have more first aid stuff in another area. We also have more food stuff for emergency food items that we store off to the side. So I don't usually share that on our channel, but we do have long-term food containers that we like to have on hand. All right, so I didn't get any more spaghetti sauce this time. I did get Alfredo. I know Alfredo I can make by myself, but sometimes the kids like to make their own meals, and it's just easier for them to use the jar stuff. So, but that is pretty much everything that I needed to put in here. I put our Tirani sauce in here. I got some more mayo. I don't have an area for me to put mayo right now, so that eventually needs to find a home. And then we have all our syrup and stuff up here. And I think we only mainly get one kind. I think we get this brand, and I think that is what this one is too. So that's what we have in here. And then we just fill our large size containers in our pantry in the house. And so when we need more, we just come out here and get more. For our inside cabinet, we just moved things around today. So this was originally our spice cabinet that we had in here, and then we changed that around and we put it right there. Today we moved the bread out of here. We were storing our bread in here, but with the heat and everything below it, it was causing them to like just go bad fast. So in this cabinet I have all our brownie mix in here. So I have all of that stored in here because I don't want to store this out in the garage. So a lot of times we store our box stuff in the house in these cabinets, and I don't share these cabinets a lot. I have all our cake mix and stuff there, and then up on the top shelf is our onion soup mix and our cornbread mix. There's a couple boxes and stuff behind there. And up here above our stove is where we store all our noodles. So we have all of what I just got on our grocery haul, and we mainly just put all of that up there. Otherwise, I do dry canning, and a lot of that is out in our garage. And but the stuff that we keep in the box, we keep it up here. So we have that up there. And this cabinet, we always had the cornbread and everything up there, but right now we have our mashed potatoes and our stuffing. So we have a bunch of boxes in the back for our stuffing. And I got some cornbread stuffing mix because I'm going to be doing a recipe with that. And I have our Red Lobster biscuits that we like to eat, and them are back there. And for our pancake mix, we have all of them right here. And I also do dry canning with pancake mix, and we have some out in our pantry out in the garage. And I'll share that either before this or after this. Back here in the back, we have pizza crust mix that is back there. This is usually where we put our M&Ms when we have them for our yogurt. And then for our bread, we put our bread back here just so it's not close to the heat. For our inside snack pantry, this is where we put a lot of our chips. We have a lot of stuff in here right now because I just did my grocery haul. So we have our hot dog buns, our hamburger buns. I do our couple packages of Jell-O in here, our chocolate chips. So all of these containers have like our gum in there. Some have candy, but not so much. And then our marshmallows. And then we have some brown rice. Quinoa is in here. We put all our popcorn up here and our oatmeal, and then I have like dried fruit up here. I put all our sauces and stuff up here, and our gravy right there, so we have that up there. And then down here we have this drawer where it's our graham crackers. It's kind of like our s'mores drawer. And we have our granola bars and stuff in this drawer, and we have more in this drawer. So we have, usually this drawer is our fruit snack drawer, but we needed to add these to it, so that is in there. And for our crackers, we have crackers down here, and our ramen noodles, and then we have this drawer that has our Ritz crackers. On this side, this is where we put all our canned goods. If you guys are gonna hear chirping, some baby chicks and stuff right over here, so they're gonna make a bunch of noise. And we also have chicks in here right now. We're trying to transition our baby chicks out into a different area, but for right now we have to keep them in here, and we put a cover on them so that they don't fly out. But we have a bunch of coops out in by our coop area. We just need to switch some animals around right now so that I can get these bigger ones out there. So you're gonna hear a lot of chirping right now. All right, so on this side, this is where I keep all our canned goods. I need to kind of put cans back in order. A lot of them are tipping over and just not organized right now. So this is what it looks like at the end of the month. We still have a lot of food on hand, but we always like to add a couple cans every month back into our pantry. So if it looks pretty bare in here, we like to come back and just fill it up. Over here we have our dry canning stuff. I just canned up some jelly, and that video is going to come out sometime soon. We also do hamburger. I have our ketchup. This one is pizza sauce. We have potatoes, and I just recently did lasagna in a jar. I think our salsa might be gone. I think we ate all of that. And our pasta sauce, I think we ate all of that. I did applesauce this year, so I have a little bit of that. We have all our seasonings and stuff that I keep out in jars just because we want a lot of seasonings on hand and we don't want them to go bad in our garage. So this is mainly where we store a lot of our food, is out in the garage part. We live in a garage, but the outside garage area is where we can store bulk of our food just because we don't have a basement. So I mentioned this in other videos. We don't have a basement here in where we live because it's like a floating slab, and we don't have extra storage or anything. And this place was never meant to have 10 people living here. But we made it suitable for our family. We also have, like I said, something exciting hopefully in the next year or two that's going to get put up somewhere, and I will share that with you guys when that time comes. We're hoping that we are going to have another area to store food. It just needs to get done. So I will share that in another video. All right, let me turn you back around. All right, so up on that shelf, that's all our dry ingredients. So we have popcorn, we have seeds, we have oatmeal, dried dehydrated fruit, and noodles and rice, and all of that is up on that shelving. We're hoping to extend this wall if we can, when we have time, to store more stuff. Lauren just put another shelf in recently. We also can be putting more shelves up here that he's going to do. Right now we're kind of limited to space, but we're trying to find new areas for us to store food. And I think a lot of people feel that you might not have a big enough area to store a lot of your food, but there's other areas in your house that you can kind of stick some of this. A lot of people will use their closets or extra maybe like an office area or underneath your bed to store a lot of food. So for us, we are able to use our garage, and that's where we store all of our food items. So on here we have, I have my, up on top, we have our chicken broth. And usually I go through the chicken broth through the month, and then I just get more, or I just end up getting more, and eventually I will make my own. I'm just not ready for that yet. So we have potatoes, sweetened condensed milk, cranberry sauce. We have some jalapeno peppers. We have our corn, carrots, green beans, mixed vegetables, carrots. Did I say that already? I don't know. That doesn't belong there. Sweet peas. We have our fruit. Some of the soup down here was used for freezing meals, so that'll get used up eventually. I have our pasta sauce, or not pasta sauce. I have our tomatoes. Tomato paste is also here. We do a lot of our beans over here. This is why I would like to extend this, just so we have a full wall that we can work with, because I'm kind of limited on how much more I can fit on this shelf. All of my stuff that I got from my grocery haul right here that needs to get back on the shelf, and I'm gonna go and do that really quick. All right, so I have everything organized now. Everything is where I can get it to the most part. So we have like rotel and stuff there, and tomatoes, tomato paste there, black beans and beans all the way in back. So if we need different kind of beans, we kind of have to dig back there, but that's all we have right now for shelving. Unless, I just had a thought. I wonder if I can take, I don't know if I would have enough room to switch this over to there, because that's kind of narrow. But if he were to put another shelf up there, I might be able to take all of this off, put it over there, and put that stuff over here. But this is pretty deep, so this kind of makes sense for right now. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that yet. But eventually maybe we can switch that around. But that should be good for the month of November for all our canned goods. Usually I like to get through the month and not have to go to the store and get anything extra. I like to just have everything on hand right away. So that is everything that I want to share with you guys today. So hopefully you guys go over to Jess's channel and check out everything that she wants to share with you guys today. So for this collab today, I was so excited to be able to share both of our pantries with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys started out storing food because you watched some of my videos in the past. I have a whole playlist of all my back like restocks and organizing and all of that for our pantries. But yeah, let me know if you guys started out and how you guys are doing with your pantries. I want to be able to share some ideas with you guys, and this is the best way to go about doing it, is teaming up with other people that have the same interests when it comes to having food on hand for your family. So don't feel that you have to start out big right away. We started out with a couple cans, and then we gradually built up to what we have. And every month when you go grocery shopping, even if it's one extra can to have on hand, that also works. I also stated that you shouldn't go to like Dollar Tree to get your canned goods because their stuff is $1.25 or something like that, and you can get bulk buys at Costco's, Sam, or at Walmart, and you'll be able to, and maybe even Aldi's, you'll be able to get canned goods for cheaper. If you guys go to maybe some like low income pantries, they also give out canned goods, and that's another way to start storing. So all of these great ideas between me and Jess, we are more than happy to share all of that with you guys today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments for me and Jess, and we will both be happy to answer any question that you guys have on food prepping and storing food, even if it has to do with like canning. Jess would probably be the better one to go check out because I'm still learning all of that, and she has a more she has a bigger selection to be able to share all of that with you guys. So that is everything for today's video. So don't forget to head over to Jess's channel, and don't forget to give both of us a big thumbs up for collabing today on this video. And also, if you do go over to Jess's channel, don't forget to subscribe to her channel because she shares all amazing motherhood stuff on her channel. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.